Hi everyone, this is a review of 8 new Aldi wax melt scents that just came out over the past couple of days. Some Aldi stores got them in a few days ago. Some are getting them in today. Some might not get them in for a few days. This is the first time ever that I know of that Aldi has come out with 8 new scents at the same time instead of just 4. So that was a treat. 4 of these scents are just regular scents, and 4 of them are odor neutralizing scents with Claire scent technology that's supposed to help with odor neutralizing. I didn't really try the odor neutralizing effect. I probably would have had to have melted them in the cat room where the litter boxes are to do that, and wasn't gonna really go through all that. If you want to find out more about the Claire scent technology, you can go to the website customessence.com/fragrance-technology. That's customessence.com/fragrance-technology. You can also find the link on the text version of this review, which will be at waxmeltreviews.com. The regular wax melts, these 4 up here, are $1.69. That's their regular price, which is phenomenal. And the Claire scent ones are $2.29, I believe. And the Claire scent ones, they don't have any color added to them. So I suspect maybe they are more soy, maybe soy wax. And these are more paraffin wax. I'm not sure. Now, as with all of the Aldi melts, when they come out, if you find some that you like, hoard them, buy a bunch of them. You can always return the ones that you didn't use within a fairly short amount of time if you don't like them. And that's because when they come out, they really don't stock a lot of these scents, and they sell out pretty quickly, within days to maybe 2 weeks or so. Especially the really popular ones like the white almond, that will sell out right away, and then they just do not restock them. They might come back again next year, they might not. So you'll be kicking yourself if you like the scent and then you go back a couple of days later or a week later and it's gone. So make sure that you really stock up on these scents if you do like them. I don't have the notes for any of these scents, but I am going to get started. So first one we have is Grapefruit and Vanilla Bean. Nice, pretty pink color. This is an incredible, rich, sweet, warm, fruity scent with a bit of tartness, although it's not bitter. The tartness is probably from the grapefruit, although I don't smell grapefruit per se. I also smell vanilla, definitely do smell that, and possibly a smidgen of amber for warmth. Although there's no woodsy notes, unless maybe sandalwood, perhaps. I also detect another fruit that I can't figure out. It might be plum. It could be blackberry. A little bit of that. It may also have a smidgen of floral, like a jasmine or an orchid, because it's not just a fruity scent. It's more like an expensive fruit-scented body cream, but it's not quite that sweet. It reminds me a little bit of Sensational's Mystic, although it's not the same scent. Interestingly, the notes for Mystic include blackberry, elderberry, jasmine, orchid, and vanilla, which are all like the notes that I'm detecting in this scent, except for the jasmine because it's not quite that sweet. But elderberry, I do think that elderberry is that other fruit note that I thought I detected, like a plum or a blackberry. The chances of it actually being elderberry are pretty slim because there's really not that many wax melts that use elderberry as a note. But that's kind of a little bit what I'm getting. I adore this amazing scent. It's so good. The throw is very strong. 4 out of 5 would do well in a large room and even outside the room. So this is one of my favorites. I'm going to be stocking up on the grapefruit and vanilla bean for sure. Sea salt and jasmine. This scent does indeed smell like the scent name. It smells, I get the sweetness of jasmine, combined with a very slightly salty, oceany water note. I'm also detecting a teensy bit of a metallic note way in the background, but not nearly enough to ruin the scent. That's on cold sniff. When melted, I smell way more of the jasmine. The metallic note thankfully disappears. And the oceany water note is just subtle enough to temper a tiny bit of the floral. It's very sweet. It's fantastic. I love this scent, and the throw is bold. 5 out of 5. It's a scent monster that took over the entire house. So if you like really sweet floral type scents, you will love this one. It's really, really good. Next we have Sugared Petals. And this is not a floral scent. So if you don't like florals, you might pass this one up and not even sniff it because you're like, oh, it's a floral scent. It is not. It's orange. And it's a nice bright orange that might have a hint of other fruit in it. Not grapefruit. Although it's a bright orange scent, it's not overly citrusy, nor is it pungent, tart, or sour. It's sweet, but not sweet enough to be like an orange candy scent. It's a little bit similar to Better Homes and Gardens Over the Rainbow. I'm not getting any floral notes at all. It's just a fantastic orange scent. I love this scent, and the throw is bold. 5 out of 5, took over the entire house. So this one is another winner. If you like orange scents, you will love this one. And next we have the beloved White Almond. This incredible, very popular scent has returned from last year. And that doesn't usually happen. Usually the scents they don't return, or if they do, they might return maybe under a different name. But I think because this one was so popular last year that they had to bring it back, and I'm so glad they did. This smells like pure almond extract with a bit of sweetness added, like angel food cake, but not quite as sweet. It's not a bakery scent. Kind of smells actually more like marzipan, which is a much sweeter alternative to almond paste. I'm also getting quite a bit of cherry, like maybe 20% of the scent is cherry. I compared this side by side with last year's white almond scent, and last year's scent had very little cherry, if at all. It could just be that last year's scent is older, and sometimes scents change a bit as they age, and sometimes there's differences between batches as well. Last year's notes were almond, amaretto, and vanilla. I don't know what this year's notes are, if they're the same or different, or if maybe they have cherry added. I have no idea. Either way, this year's and last year's, they're so similar. You probably won't even notice the difference. They're both fantastic. They're perfect on their own. But this is also a great scent to mix with other scents to add a sweet almond note. You can mix it with chocolate, vanilla, coconut, peppermint, cherry, any bakery scent. You can even mix it with woodsy and floral scents as well to add that sweet almond note. I mean, it's very, very versatile, and the throw is bold. 5 out of 5 takes over the entire house. This one is absolutely hoard worthy. It will not last. So go to Aldi as soon as you can and just purchase a bunch of it, because it's going to be gone pretty quickly. And unfortunately, I didn't mention this before, but Aldi does not ship. You can't order it online and have them ship it to you. And I don't think you can even order it to pick it up at the store. They just don't work that way. So you just physically have to go to the store and get it. So those are the regular scents without that, the odor, odor neutralizing effect. So these scents down here, these 4 scents, are the odor neutralizing scents with the Claire scent technology. And one thing I noticed about these, that the regular ones, the throw is in general much better. These down here, throw is not quite as good in general. I mean, still fairly good, but not quite as good. So it's possible maybe these are made with soy. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like they have, like these 4 have as much scent in them. Like maybe they don't have as much of that of the scented oils in them. I'm not sure. So we've got citrus, and they're all white. We have citrus sunshine, and this is fresh, a bit peppery, a little clean, but not soapy or laundry. and it has a tiny bit of a grapefruit note, like maybe 15%, to give it just a tinge of that citrus note, although it's really just a fresh scent rather than a citrusy scent. And it's just a little bit sweet. It's actually quite nice, a little bit bland, but it's nice. The throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next is Coconut Cream and Lily. This is really more of a cashmere vanilla scent, which is vanilla with a warm, ambery, slightly perfumey note. But I think I do detect a hint of coconut, although it's not coconutty enough to call this a coconut cream scent. I think I'm getting a smidgen of the floral as well. It's similar to Sensational's Coconut Sands and Yankee Candle Coconut Beach, but both of those scents are more coconutty and not as sweet. It's also similar to Better Homes and Gardens Salted Coconut and Mahogany, but when comparing them side by side, I do smell the coconut in this scent and not as much in the Better Homes scent. So it's kind of a cross between the Sensationals and the Yankee scents and the Better Homes scent. Again, not quite as coconutty as I expected, but the coconut is in there. I do smell it, just not that much. I really like it. It's a great scent. Throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5, would do well in a medium to a large size room. Next is Sea Salt Air. This is a peppery, savory scent with an herbal note rather than a fresh, oceany, or watery scent. I definitely detect eucalyptus, but I'm not getting any nasal clearing effect, so maybe it's sage with a hint of pine, maybe, possibly. There's no sweetness in this scent, or maybe just a tinge of sweetness. But when I say savory, it's not like salty. It's not like a salad type scent, not that type of a savory. It's kind of similar to the Citrus Sunshine scent, but that scent doesn't have the eucalyptus note, and this scent is more savory, less sweet, and it doesn't have the citrus note. No, Citrus Sunshine doesn't have the eucalyptus note. Yeah, this scent doesn't have a citrus note. I like this scent. I actually like it more than the Citrus Sunshine because that scent is a little bit bland. This, I think, would also blend well with other scents, such as fresh scents, pine, woodsy, herbal, spa, citrus, and other similar type scents, maybe just to tone down too much sweetness. And you could even blend it, I think, with floral scents, maybe even perfumey scents. If they're too sweet, I think maybe that would probably be a good blend as well. The throw on this one is very strong, like a 4 out of 5. It's actually an interesting scent. I like it. It's very, very peppery. That's the only way, not like black pepper, but that's the only way I can describe it. Kind of like, a little bit like black pepper, sort of. Black pepper or eucalyptus, but without the nasal clearing effect. I really like it. It's fresh. I like it. And last we have White Peach and Apricot. And this one also smells a little bit like the Citrus Sunshine scent, but this one is zestier, a teensy bit savory, and of course it's got the peach note. So it's somewhat of an even combination of peach and grapefruit, like maybe 60% peach and 40% grapefruit. It does not have that cat pee peach note, but it's also not a sweet peach juice type scent. The grapefruit adds just enough tartness. It could also have a bit of like a yuzu, although that's a note that very rarely appears in wax melt. So I don't think it's yuzu, but yuzu is a zesty citrus fruit with notes of lemon, lime, bitter, grapefruit, orange, and oregano. So I kind of get a little bit of all of that way in the background. Along with the peach, of course. It's a great scent despite the peach because I'm not a fan of peach, but all the other notes make it really, really nice. It's not overly sweet, and the throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium-sized room. So those are the 8 new scents that just showed up at Aldi stores. You have to go there in person to get them. You can't order them online. And once they sell out, they're probably going to be gone forever. I mean, if any of them return next year, I don't know if that's going to happen, but definitely hoard these if you like them. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought wax melts including the Aldi scents. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a good day.